This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Arvada, Colorado. I am here at You've Got Maids. Brand new since 2019, this location has been offering the finest maid service with exclusive 52-point spring clean for every surface and room in your house. I'm here with Angela, who is the owner, manager. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. Share with me how you got involved in this industry. Prior, you were administration to a college here locally. Tell me a little bit how you decided to get into it all.
Sure. I worked at a local college. I was there for about 12 years, raised my kids, and decided I wanted to do something different. I had always had kind of that dream of owning my own business, doing something on my own. Was never really sure what that was. I did have some background in cleaning houses. I had some background in cleaning hotels and even airplanes for Braniff Airlines back in the day. So so I kind of had that niche and you know that passion. And then I found You've Got Maids, and we just clicked. It was just the integrity of the company and the owners. It was amazing. It was an instant,
Great organization. Obviously, they've been around since 2005, serving nationwide. Obviously, let's face it, everybody wants a clean place, a place that we can work in, live in, but we also have to face the fact that we don't always get what we want. We have busy lifestyles. We're out there running in different directions. Why do you think a service like this is maybe even more in need today than it was even 20 years ago?
It used to be we could, sell this service as, it's a luxury. Folks need it. They want that extra time to spend with their families and, do things that they want to do, vacations and things like that. Now it's kind of made a switch with the health issues and, all of the COVID and things. And so now we're kind of turning to, it's more of a health and safety issue.
Right.
Keeping people's homes safe and healthy and
correct. Like the company says, life is too short to be clean in house. A lot of things we want to get out there and do. Not only is the space really look better, but do you think the people who get the service like this, they feel better? It's kind of nice to be able to work in an environment like that. Would you say the clients are happy because of what you provide?
Yes, definitely. I've had clients tell me, if it weren't for you, this place would fall apart. So it is definitely, a much needed and much wanted service for many people, and they're very happy with it. Yeah.
It's interesting. What you mentioned before that about health. One thing we have learned in 2020 is the fact that a clean space is a safe place. We can see dirt, we can see grime, but one thing we've learned, we can't see our germs. What is your team basically going out there and providing for folks when it comes to that process?
Absolutely. No, the CDC actually recommends that it's a two-step process. You clean and then you disinfect. Okay. So what we do is we have our regular cleaners. They're green, eco-friendly cleaners that we use to clean surfaces. That also sanitizes to an extent. And then we have our disinfectants, which actually then have to have a dwell time, which means you have to leave them on the surface for a certain amount of time in order to disinfect and deactivate viruses. So we use that two-step process, and then we even take it a step further and we say once and done, which means you use one side of a cleaning cloth and then you flip it to a different side to clean something else, and you just keep flipping that until you've,
Definitely going the extra step there, which is very important right now. Obviously, we as homeowners or folks living in a home, we can deep clean any time of the year. Why is it spring cleaning? Why do people, you feel, take that time of the year to really get down and deep?
I think it's because it is spring and it's the newness and it's, things are growing and becoming green and people they get that niche. They want to go out and they want to get out of their houses and they don't want to be stuck inside cleaning and doing all of that stuff. And people tend to accumulate things over the winter, and in the dirt too. Your windows are closed, you've got the heat on, so you're blowing all that stuff all over your house. And so spring, it's just time to open up.
Open up and get out. We've been inside during our house a lot. Tell me about the 52-point spring clean. What does that entail? Give me a little touch of that.
Of course. That is basically everything top to bottom and back to front. We touch nearly every surface in your house. That includes interiors of the fridge, interiors of the oven, hand washing baseboards, hand washing cabinets and drawer fronts, and just everything.
That is impressive. I mean, I feel it's important to involve my kids when it comes to upkeep or cleaning, especially maintenance. But I have to be honest, my kids aren't professionals. They miss things. It's kind of nice for a professional to come in and, like you say, with 52 points, that's quite a checklist. Is that something that can take a good portion of the day, depending on the size of the home?
Oh, yes, certainly. Those can take all of a day if it's a big home. And, if we're doing that, most people have furniture in the home. And, it depends on how much furniture is in the home. It depends on how many bathrooms and bedrooms they have. Sure. It's largely that.
It's definitely depending on who's in there, how many kids they have, how many pets they may have, if they frequent the house often. I mean, obviously, every house has different needs. Do you try to create packages that fit those needs? Meaning, if somebody needs weekly cleaning or bi-weekly cleaning, or maybe just come in and do it once a year, do you try to keep that flexible and can provide a team regardless of the size?
Yes, of course. I customize house cleanings probably for the majority of my customers. Just some folks want the whole package and some folks just want certain parts. I have folks that say, oh, I can do all the general cleaning. I just need you to do the deep cleaning. And so we can always customize something for folks.
I would imagine the key here is consistency. For folks that actually decide to schedule constant like that, does that make it easier pretty much for them day to day as well? I mean, upkeep rather than just, doing it once a year type of thing.
Yes. Those weekly and bi-weekly cleans, those are super important. Most people, should be cleaning their homes once a week anyway. So if you've got somebody doing it for you, you hire us or whomever, absolutely. You're keeping that maintenance clean. It's a lot easier the next time the folks go in to clean. It's easier for the homeowners to keep it up in between if they want to.
I believe that as well. I mean, it makes it easier if you've got a professional coming in periodically like that. I mean, you've got a space that is clean, looks good, feels good. But honestly, you can put more money in your pocket if you're cleaning when you leave a place, like you're renting a house, renting an apartment. Is that something you guys provide as well, to be able to come in and do this so that I get a deposit back?
Yes, we do. We actually have our landlord guarantee is what we call it. And yes, for any renters, folks who are, in apartments or renting a home, doesn't matter. When they're moving out, if they hire us, we guarantee that they will get their security deposit back. And if there's any issues, their landlord, all they have to do is call us and we'll come back and re-clean anything that was missed or unsatisfactory.
That is nice. Those are some lessons that I learned the hard way. I've lost some deposits in the past, and I realized quickly that that's one area that you can't go back and do it again. I mean, boom, you've lost the deposit, so it's probably better to do it right the first time. What about folks that are moving into a new home? I mean, someone else has lived there before. What better way to start out on the right foot than having you come in and your team clean? Is that something you provide?
It is, yes. And again, that is something we get a lot of those calls simply because people want to come into a clean home. When they move in, they want to move all of their stuff into a beautiful, nice, clean home. They want it to be like new. That's a huge service for us.
Angela, you had talked about kind of a dream of yours to have your own business. You're now in that position now. You're now serving the community. How important is it to you to give back to your community as well?
Yeah, Gary, we actually partner with Cleaning for a Reason. That is a not-for-profit based organization. We clean for cancer patients, essentially. They go online, they sign up, they apply, and they get chosen, and then they get assigned to us, and we go out and we do that. I actually have cancer in my family, so it hits close to home for me, and partnering with them, it's been amazing. The pride that my cleaners have when they go in and clean for these folks and just see, how relieved they are. It takes so much stress off of them. It's amazing.
That is amazing. We mentioned early on that it's hard because people are busy and overwhelmed. No more time than you're overwhelmed than that when you're going through cancer. I mean, there's so much going on. The last thing you want to think about is just the daily routine of what you have to conduct. If you have cleaners out there, professionals that want to get involved with you, are you hiring, or is this something you keep a waiting list of people who would like to come in and join you?
Yes, we always keep a waiting list of folks that, we're always doing some hiring. But yeah, we definitely have a wait list. I'm always looking for part-time people as well.
That is interesting. I mean, regardless of what package folks get, be it weekly, bi-weekly, once a year, they're getting professionals in their home. Professionals that are trained, uniformed, showing up with supplies ready to go. Is this facility right here not only used as a place to bring in the workers, but is there training that is done here as well, so that when they hit your home, there's a pro on site?
Yes, all of our maids are thoroughly trained. We have a comprehensive training program. They go through what we call Maid University, and it is a series of training videos that they go through, and then they go out and do the hands-on, and they're evaluated on-site by a team leader. And then once they pass the evaluations, then they can go on to the next module of training.
That is interesting, but like you say, if there's a supervisor at each location. You're able to contact the main person here. We talked about feeling good for the client. I mean, they feel good and they're happy. My place would fall apart without you. What about for yourself? Is this rewarding for you to walk out of a place and know that many times you've transformed it? And is there a good feeling with that?
Of course, always. It's the same as it would be with your own home. When your own home is clean and you can look around and say, "Wow, this is really nice. It feels nice." That's what we love to provide for our clients, is just that feeling when they walk in their home at the end of the day. They can just say, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I don't have to do anything. I can throw my feet up in front of the TV and, I can just relax."
Who's not happy doing that? Life's too short to be cleaning your house. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, you can take a look at different packages they provide for you out there, but really it's simple. It's a free quote that you can do right there online. Go through, answer the questions, how many rooms you want to get cleaned up, how many floors you have. They're going to ask you some details so they have an idea of how long they're going to be there. But we're talking about professionals. They're going to come in and leave your house looking great. Not only feeling great, looking great, but honestly, in this day and age, it's safe. Safety, going through a deep clean, but also disinfecting the home as well. That is, You've Got Maids of Arvada, America's finest maid service. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.